everyone. My name is Fateme, and I'm a grade 8 student at Ahlul Bayt Islamic School, Ottawa, Canada. Before I begin my presentation, I would like to give a big thank you to everyone who has worked hard to make this contest possible and to everyone who has helped me throughout this process. I joined this year's Global Youth Challenge because it was a great opportunity for me to see other people's perspective about AI and to show my opinion through something I enjoy, which is art. Throughout this journey, I learned what AI really is and what the pros and cons are, so thank you GYC for that. How would you feel if AI would advance to the maximum point? Imagine walking around through a city and all you can see in the supermarkets are cashiers as robots, and talking to humans as a normal human being would do. Although AI might be useful, it can also be very dangerous. But it all really depends on the person and the idea behind it. AI has many benefits for us humans. For example, AI can provide relief by doing various tasks and understand and learn what assignments are and repeat them as many times as a human wants. For example, if a doctor needs to perform a surgery in another country and they need to travel to a faraway country, they wouldn't need to travel at all. They would do it through AI, through a robot and a controller. AI can be also very, very dangerous. For example, imagine a car that is taught only limited things to stop at a green sign, to go at a green sign, stop at a red sign, go faster, go slower, but what if it's not taught to stop at a train track? And what if at that moment a train is passing by as a high speed? And what if they collide? Well, both the vehicles and humans are injured, and that is one dangerous thing that could happen. In my drawing, I represented two sides, one green and one red. Although you cannot see it, you've seen it before. There are also two robots and two controllers. The controllers have, both of them have commands on them that the robots are doing. On the left side, we can see that the green robot is helping a citizen flee from the dark and polluted world, while the other side, the red robot, is controlling what used to be a human. Although many people blame AI for the things that happen, it's not truly AI's fault. There's always a person or idea behind it. A- the, it's the person behind it, the person who taught it, the person who trained it, the person who is watching over it. So for example, if a car is driving by itself and the people inside are not paying attention to what is happening outside the car, and if a car crash happens, it's not the car's fault, it's the person who was supposed to be driving. Because the car does not have a mind of itself. Like us, we do. We have a mind. We think that like, oh, well, a car is coming, and if it hits us, well, we're going to get injured. But the car does not know that. It only follows the instructions that is assigned to it. So next time something happens because of AI, don't blame the technology. Blame the person who was supposed to be watching it, because they probably are not doing a great job at it. What should be done? AI scientists and engineers should further research, study on impact, conduct a variety of multiple scenarios before public application, and only then will AI's positive impact be in chance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fatima. That was wonderful for that wonderful presentation. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Alicia Kumfol to ask you a question. Go ahead, Alicia.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Fatima. That was a wonderful presentation. And I will have to say, I absolutely loved your art piece. I think it really resonates well with the theme, your use of colors, the symbols with the check mark and the X. And I think it really does capture the essence of the mastermind behind it. And I love the way that you put it as like a puppeteer. So really beautiful work. I guess in that lens, recognizing the pros and cons of artificial intelligence and how you interpret it in this art piece, how would you use AI in art?
Thank you, Professor. Well, personally, I think AI has a lot of impacts in our lives. And AI, AI could be the computer right now, which we are having the Zoom call on. For example, if you want to take, examples of a drawing, or you don't know how to learn drawing, you can definitely search on AI and find the different ways of drawings. For example, at the beginning of my drawing, I did not know how to draw at all. So at some point, I started researching more and more, and I started watching videos, getting like teachers to help me with it. And to be honest, the AI really helped me with being able to draw. So that could be one way.
Thank you, Fateme.
Thank you for that great question and that wonderful response, Fatima. Now it's my honor to present the fourth finalist in the Group A. It is my privilege
I'm
to...
sorry, Ralph, may I interrupt you for
Yes,
just a
go ahead.
moment,
Yes,
please?
Jacqueline.
We have another judge to ask a question, please.
Oh, yes, my bad. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
My bad. It's my bad. Okay, so yes, there's a second question for you, Fatima, and that is Mr. Andrew Shao. My apologies, Andrew.
No worries. Hello, I really like your artwork, and I think it clearly conveys the idea you were presenting. So I'm just wondering, can you elaborate more on what you think about the future of the AI or robot will be? So do you think they will one day have their own thoughts and emotions, and they can solve problems autonomously, or do you think they will always be somehow controlled by the humans?
Thank you for that awesome question. As I said in my presentation, to be honest, it really depends on the person and the idea behind it. For example, if we want to design AI to have its own mind, like what we do in the future, it definitely could happen. But it all really depends on the person and the idea. Thank you.